I am your friend, Dr. Charles Apoki. I just watched an interview that the spokesman for the FCT Honorable Minister, Mr. Larry Olanyika, did with the television station. Number one, the main gist is that the retired Chief of Naval Staff, Vice Admiral Gambo, does not have any documents that shows that the FCT allocated that land to him. All you one can glean from the video you are going to watch is that a company was allocated that land as a park, and the admiral subsequently bought from that company after the company had been denied the right to change it to another form of development instead of public park. He wanted to, so the man went and partitioned them and sold to people, and the ex-chief of naval staff bought property, and that he was developing without a building plan. There was no building plan approved by the FCT. When things happen in Nigeria, we tend to bring a lot of sentiments into the discussion. That's why we don't progress. That's why things don't evolve. We don't change. I don't admire Larry Olayinka. I don't like his defense and his attack of people in the course of his duty. Number two, I'm not a fan of Yesom Wike. His gra is too much. Let heaven fall. Hey, you there with your cap. I don't like his approach. I think he can be more civil. But Nigeria is a terrible place. Sometimes, if you are too gentle, things don't get done. And Larry showed a lot of documents, and he said that the chief of defense staff spoke with the young man the young soldier, Yerima, young naval officer, Yerima. But there are key issues that we must extract. It is true, I have said that Wike should have gone to court to stop that work. But the truth of the matter is that development agencies don't get a court order before they write their stop work, before they stop your work. It is when it comes to demolition or whatever that they can send you a court order or you go to court. Let's take things step by step. If I want to buy land in Abuja today, I have people I will consult before I pay for any land. The ex-chief of naval staff was resident in Abuja. Most probably, he will have a direct line to Wike. I think that he could have made consultations before buying that land. If he wanted to develop, he could have made informal consultations with Wike, Honorable Wike. I think that that was not done. I also feel that sending soldiers, naval officers there, who are his personal protective group in retirement to go prevent people from having access to other parts of that estate is not the best approach. It's this gra approach. I saw in one estate in Ghana, a Nigerian was blocking road. A Nigerian blocking road in Ghana. I saw in another estate, somebody was blocking other occupants from entering. I have a property in my community, my father's place, that somebody built across the road. I'm not in the mood to make trouble there. Built across the road that was allocated. So I think that the admiral should have been more diplomatic in trying to enforce his rights instead of putting that young naval officer on the spot. And it's difficult to blame the young naval officer. Wike's approach was too aggressive. He should have used a more diplomatic approach. But summing everything up, I want to reiterate that Nigeria is a lawless country. Lawless country. I was somewhere in Glasgow. I saw deers and antelopes in one park near the house where I was staying. Nobody was hunting them. I asked, what happened? He said that is a green area and the deers belong to the king and you can't touch them. They are there. In the parks that I went through, you will see animals and squirrels. There are green zones. If they want to, convert them to brown zones, it is the municipal government that does that. But we are too arbitrary in this country. We do things anyhow, just anyhow. My street here, I can easily turn against traffic and enter. I have never done it since I moved into this building. Never. That's more than 10 years back. Never. I don't throw things out of my car window. I believe that these incidents will lead to some reforms. It's not every person making statements here and there, trying to defend their own territories. No. You might not like Wike. Let's leave the personality of Wike now and concentrate on the core issues. Nigerians will always want to know who is concerned instead of what is the issue. We can't build recklessly. We can't take laws into our hands. We need to follow due process in this country. Listen to the video and put your comments there, but don't start abusing people. I remain Dr. Charles Apoki. If you start abusing Wike, you're not different from him calling an officer a fool. God bless you.